Hello. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
You
Hello,
can.
hello, hello.
Okay. we're we're good now. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Everybody can hear me. Not thumbs up, but something. I don't know.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay, good. I had to check on my phone now. Okay, here we go. Let's start off with this. I want everybody out there, and now the title of this presentation here, I want to thank Native Wellness Institute for having me on again for the Power Hour. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. If you don't know who I am, well, hey, Panita Nanisa, wasnake Kasey Nicholson, hasihina, no ani ni isin. It is a good day today. Ni nanana, ani, ni nanana, ni nana, or nina, or whatever. Ni nanana, upsalaga, pagani, Arapaho, Cree. I'm forgetting one. No, I'm not. Am I? I think, let me see. Ani, Pukani, Upsalaga, Cree, Arapaho, Northern Arapaho. Or does it really matter? Does it matter if it's northern or southern? I don't know. And yeah, there it is. It's warm in my room. I gotta let some natural air come through. Anyways, okay, here we go. Sorry. Can you okay, yeah. Okay, good. I wonder why you could That's so weird. That is weird. I don't know why or what, but anyways, okay. Yeah. That's who I am. I'm from Fort Belknap, Montana. I'm also that's where my mom's from. My dad is from Browning, Montana. And then between those two, again, there's a whole lot of other things kind of going on in there as well. I'm related to different sets of families. I don't know exactly all of them, but I know some of them, and I needed to know some of them because if you didn't know any of them, you might just be snagging your cousin, and that's not okay. In the title of this presentation, or I guess if it's a mistake, it's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna judge. I'm not even one to judge. You know what I mean? But for me, it's not okay. But the title of this presentation today, it is I'm okay. I am okay. The reason why I decided to do this type of presentation is because I think there's a lot of things going on in the world today. The whole COVID stuff, the whole remote school stuff, political stuff. Oh gosh, maybe financial stuff. There's just so much going on in today's world. I don't think we say to each other enough that I'm okay. Like yeah, if you and I'll tell you the story of kind of how why or how it came about. But I don't think any of us really say it enough to ourselves that you're okay or I'm okay. We hear it from other people all the time. We hear it from tons of people. You know, my so and so passed away. Oh man, are you okay? You know, you're okay, man. You'll get through this. You'll get through this. I lost my job. Oh man, are you okay? Man, you're okay. You're okay. You'll get through this. You know. Um, my kids are having me pull out my hair, and you're by yourself, and you're a single parent. And are you okay? Oh my God, are you okay? Hey, you're okay. You're okay. You'll get through this, right? So we always have all these people always telling us that we're okay, and we shake our head. Yeah. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But we rarely, and if some of you do it, applaud you. I applaud you. But rarely do many of us, a majority of us, I would say, I should do a study, I guess, but a majority of us do not say, I'm okay, to ourselves. Many of us do not go into the mirror, in front of a mirror, or even just putting your phone in front of you, you know what I mean? Putting your phone in front of you and making it kind of like make it flip, you know what I mean? So that you're seeing yourself and telling yourself, I'm okay. And really, truly, underneath, believing that you're okay. The reason, again, why I say some of this stuff is because, you know, a lot of our ancestors and a lot of the stuff that we've been through through traumatic experiences, historical trauma, just trauma period. I think a lot of us carry the trauma and feel like, I'm going to get through this. We put this warrior, which is good, warrior pride on this warrior, this facade of a shield, this shield that, deep down inside me, I feel weak, but I'm going to put the shield on to let everybody know I'm okay, but never really telling yourself that you're okay. Because I think as we get through life and as we kind of go through these circumstances, trials and tribulations, we don't really, we're scared of being vulnerable. I was trying to make it as short as possible. I wanted to go make the long route, but we're scared of being vulnerable. And to tell ourselves that you're okay, that can mean so many things. You know what I mean? So many things. And I think when you say, I am okay to yourself in the mirror, on your phone, or when you're just cruising around by yourself, or even maybe you got into an argument, or you're just stressed out, and then you say, I'm okay. There's a flood of emotions that come through with just those three words, I am okay. There's a flood of emotions that tap you, that go inside you to say, release. To believe that you are okay. Now, here's the story. Before I get into the story, I'll play you this. Now, everybody at home, I want you guys to be able to, wherever you may be. If you're in a car, don't do this. Please don't do this. If you're listening to it, driving down an interstate or highway or whatever, do not do this part. Just take breaths. That'd be fine. Okay, but don't close your eyes. Okay, so I want you guys to sit back and I want you to relax. Okay, whatever, however. I'm not going to sit back and relax, but I want you guys to sit back and relax, okay? And I want you to envision yourself going through a stressful time, okay? I want you to envision yourself not liking your work. Oh, that's got to hurt, I want you to envision yourself arguing with your companion or your mom or a family member or your kids. I want you to imagine this. Imagine it. I want you to imagine news coming on and the presidential debates and the political stuff going on maybe in your state. I want you to imagine riots and chaos. I want you to imagine kids screaming and people yelling. I want you to imagine something that's traumatic or something that's negative or something that's very stressful for you in your life right now. Now, I don't want you to just make up something in your head, but just think about some of that stuff. Go inside your mind and think about that stuff. Close your eyes and think about it. I want you to just think about it, visualize it, maybe hear it, maybe see it, maybe smell it. And I want you to go through this trauma that you're going through because it's real life. Our brain doesn't know the difference between reality and made up, okay? That's how strong our brain is. And as you imagine these things, and there's maybe increased heart rate, maybe some tension building, maybe sweating, maybe you guys are hyperventilating, I don't know. As you're going through this time, I want you to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in. And now, that traumatic experience is still there. Take another deep breath in. And out. It's still there. Take a deep breath in. And out. It's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. That's unless you pull yourself away from it. But that's the reality of a lot of things that we go through. We're going to have our kids yelling and screaming. We're going to have our disagreements with our spouse or our companions. We're going to have that political views and the stress of Facebook and the news media outlets and all these things. We're going to have all those things. I don't know, for years to come. Years! It sucks. But that's the world we live in. But how we react to it, how we adapt to it, how we become resilient through it, really depends on our mental capacity to handle the traumatic experiences that our people epigenetically have passed on to us. Now, we can change the reactions that we do. We can. We really, really, really can. If you try hard at it, you can change the way you think, change the way you react, change the way you behave, change the way you want to live and how you live in this world. You can change it. Nobody else is in control of your brain and your heart. Understand that. So as you go through all these traumatic experiences and you're imagining it and you're going through it in your brain and it's making you mad, maybe it's making you sad, this is the time where you just take another deep breath in and then out. Because I know water is life, but you know what else is life? Breath. Air, oxygen is life as well. I know Thosh Collins does a lot of breath techniques when he lifts. He has these specific ways to breathe. There's meditative stuff. I know Theta was telling when she prays, it's a deep breath in, and then she prays, another deep breath in, praise. But understand, when you're mad, you go, you said this, said, I said, we said, this said, no, you're not right, I'm not right, you're not nothing, you're this, and all these things, and all your air's going, right? But when you pray, and you sit back, and you pray, you take an inhale, realize how that breath is, okay? Realize how calm that breath is. Like, this is, I'm not making fun of anybody, but this is just an example. Okay, understand that. It's a calmness to your breath when you pray. It's crazy. But when you're mad, you're traumatized, you're scared, you're fearful, you're on edge, whatever it may be, just and your breath is okay. It's not calm, it's not relaxed. So again, breath is life as well. Okay. Another example of calm breath is when I play flute, right? So when I play my flute, it's much like prayer, or it's much like just relaxing the body. I take a deep breath in and I play. Right? I do that, right? And then I take another deep breath in. Another deep breath in. So I do that over and over. It's like just a calm. Okay, it's a rhythmic breathing, okay? It's not erratic like if you're mad or you're going traumatized, okay? Breath is so important, okay? So I'll play you a song before I get into my little story, because telling you the story that I'm about to tell you is traumatizing for myself. I'm through it, but yet I still have periods of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to work on that aspect, and I'll tell you here in a little bit of what that aspect is. But again, take a deep breath in. And out. Well, I'm not telling you to let go of everything. Take another deep breath in. I'm just telling you to breathe. I'm telling you, calm down. And breathe life in. And just relax. I'm not telling you to let go. I'm not in that place to tell anybody to let go. But that's up to you. Another deep breath in. Take another deep breath in. And let it out. is. Take another deep breath in. And now, whatever you did within that breath, or whatever you did with that song, or whatever you were thinking, like, oh my God, this guy sucks, or oh my God, that's so beautiful, or maybe you cried, maybe you felt like crying. The story I'm about to tell you, especially why I decided to name the presentation today I'm Okay, or I Am Okay, is because there was a time in my life, again, maybe I've told some of you guys before in the past, but the reason I want to tell you this is now is because I think it's really important to understand, especially in today's world, and as Indian people, as a human being, as trying to get balanced, as trying to understand what we can do with our being to become balanced. It gets hard sometimes. And when you neglect all the stress, and you neglect all the hurt, and you neglect all the trauma, and you try not to work on the trauma that you go through, your mind holds it, your heart holds it, your spirit tries to tell you, hey buddy, you gotta let it go. But you're so immersed into the trauma of life. You're so immersed into the trauma of today's world that we don't work on what we need to work on. What if it might be letting go, if it might be forgiveness, whatever it may be, I don't know. That's totally comes down to what you guys feel and what you guys feel that's important or a necessity in your life. Some people feel like they need trauma because they can't live without it, you know. I encourage somebody to work on trauma. Now, through that work, will it lessen? I don't know. I'm not in your life. I don't know what you're going through in your life. But I can assure you, if you're working on it in a positive manner, you will feel better and possibly work towards being more balanced. So my story. I was going through a time in my life when I wasn't very happy. I was stressed. I wasn't happy professionally, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. I wasn't happy in several dimensions of my life. I wasn't. But I kept putting on the facade, this fake cloak, this fake thing inside. I'm like, oh no, I'm good, I'm okay. Put on a fake smile, act like I'm okay, fake it to make it kind of thing. And I kept faking it to make it. I kept doing what I could do to ensure that, I get by. I get by enough just to be okay the next day. And as I continue this process, as I continue this rhythm or this erratic rhythm of living, even though I'm blessed, maybe that's what got me through a lot of these times, is because I felt like I was blessed. I'm blessed. But at the same time, I kind of realized that I was unhappy, even though I had a lot of things in my life. I had air to breathe. I could walk. I could talk. I could see. I was physically able to do a lot of things, in my life. And I realized in my life that, as I kind of went through this period, realizing I wasn't counting my blessings. I wasn't realizing what I wanted to do in life. And I wasn't following essentially my heart. And I was doing everything that everybody else wanted me to do, whether it be the country, the state, my family. My family's really supportive. They're like, you do what you want to do. So I don't know where this facade of me thinking I was doing everything that everybody wanted me to do, especially my family. Like, no, they had their own course. You know what I mean? They had their own course. And I thought I had to follow that course because they're successful, because they're safe, and because they had a roof over their head, and because they had money, going through. And so I felt like I had to kind of follow that route, to be happy, because I seen that they were happy, they were content in life and stuff. So I felt this is the route I need to follow. But going through the route of this life that I thought I had to follow, realizing it wasn't for me. It's not what I wanted. It's not that I could do it. I know I could do it. I could do it really good. but I didn't want to do it. So as I kind of kept going through all these things, my spiritual kind of went down, my mental kind of went down, my emotional went down. I didn't understand the things. I didn't know why I was kind of having these little anger issues. I wasn't understanding why I was having a little bit of depression issues. I wasn't understanding why, I was not going socializing as much as I should, around healthy people and doing the things that I like to do. Um, and I wasn't exercising as much as I should, or eating and drinking healthy stuff in that area as much as I should. Granted, I did once in a while, but nowhere near what I should have been. So all these things, your body like holds it, like I got you. We're on survival. We'll do this. We'll do that. We got you. Just keep doing it. Keep living. And eventually, boom. For me, that's what it was. I was golfing one day, and all of a sudden, things kind of started going erratic. And at that time, my heart was really going. I was sweating. I felt a little pain thing in my arm, and like things were starting to like kind of build up. And I was like, oh, whoa, that was kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. I finished out my golf thing, and I got in the truck, and I'm still kind of like, I couldn't breathe, I was having a hard time, kind of like, I could breathe, but like not take a full deep breath in, and I was just like, oh, whew. When I started going down the road, and realizing something's not right, man, something's not right. Pulled off into this little Shopko area, and sat there, and I'm trying to take deep breaths, but now my mind's racing, I think my heart's saying, the heart spirit or whatever you want to say was saying, hey man, you're okay, relax, just breathe. Even though my heart was going like 100 miles an hour. But then my mind was like, no, dog, no, man, you're not okay, man. You know the symptoms of the things that are happening right now. You're not okay. You better go to the hospital. And so conveniently, right? The hospital's right there. Now I'm by myself. I see people, and I'm just trying to be calm in my truck and just trying to be relaxed, and my mind's racing and everything's going on. And then I finally cave into my mind saying, okay, hey, you better, just in case, you better go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and I got in there, and I'm in there, and they check everything, they do all the things, all the tests, and then the doctor comes in and says, what's going on? I tell them. And I told him a whole bunch of things. I let it all out. Like, holy cow, no wonder you're having a panic attack or anxiety, and I'm just like, what? No, I'm a counselor. I don't have anxiety. I don't have panic attack. You're kidding me. He's like, no, everything's fine. I mean, yeah, your heart rhythm is really high right now. Your blood pressure's high, but that's, to be, it's supposed to be, because you're going through this stressful time right now and this moment. So we expect that your heart rate's going to stay a little bit high, and your adrenaline is pumping. So obviously your blood pressure is going to be up. And I'm just like, oh man, like what the, so, and prior to this, and when I heard my blood pressure being high, I had a traumatic experience when I was really healthy, like really, really healthy. I went into a IHS hospital, and this is traumatic for me, but IHS hospital, went in there. There must have been some visiting doctor came in, and he comes in, he's like, oh, your blood pressure's pretty high. Or not high, but, it's high. It was like, at that time, like 130 over like 90 or something, like 80 or something like that. But I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know if I just got done running, or I don't know if I was just talking, or if I was excited about something. I don't know. I can't remember the time of that, but I know it was really, really healthy. So I was like, oh, and then he's like, when they kind of have this and kind of have that. And they're like, one side of your heart could be bigger than the other. And I'm like, right there. Why would a doctor tell you that? You know what I mean? Especially, anyway, so I went through that. So that was traumatic. So now I'm worrying about my blood pressure. Now I worry about my heart. From that time on, when I was in my 20s, from that on, I was holding on to this concept, or this facade, or whatever this doctor told me. And so I got through there. Anyways, so that's one area. So after the doctor told me about the stuff, about me, saying blood pressure, all that stuff. And then another doctor told me, it's to be expected that, your blood pressure is going to be high, and you have a high heart rate right now. And so my mind just got fixated on blood pressure, like totally fixated on blood pressure. I went out and I bought myself a blood pressure machine, and I checked it like seriously, religiously, like really bad, almost every day, twice, 3 times a day, because I was so paranoid, hypochondriac. Like I was just like fixated on it. And then he diagnosed me with potassium pills because my potassium was low and all these other things. Went to a stress test, got the stress test, everything was fine. He found out that my running, was really good for my aura, my everything, like inside, like just everything, like running. Just it was a rhythmic thing for my heart just to go down. Because when I went in, sitting down, my blood pressure was higher at let me see, when your heart goes when it relaxes. I don't know, I forget the bottom number, the 90, the 80, 70, whatever, was actually going lower. And so they said that was a good indicator that your heart is actually relaxing when you run. So, keep running, keep going through those exercises and just keep doing what you got to do. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I did all that stuff. And then I went to the doctor maybe 2 weeks later after taking these horse pill vitamins. Or vitamins, horse pill, potassium pills. And I went there, and this lady nurse was there, and she's like, hey, hello, how you doing? We're going to take your blood pressure. So when right there. Oh my God, my blood pressure's been kind of high at home, and I just don't know. And, just kind of more or less, oh my God, here we go. It's already self-defeating my mind saying my blood pressure's going to be high, okay? She got it, put the little cuff thing on there, right? Put it on there, and she started It was like a little manual one. It wasn't one of those, the machine ones. And and then she slowly let out the air. She's like, okay, thanks, good job. And I was like, do you mind me asking what it was? She's like, oh yeah, it was perfect. It was, I don't know, 117 over like 75 or something like that. Something like that. And I was just like, what? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, but at that time I was anxious. So anyways, so I was like, oh wow, okay, cool. But even after that, I still believed that something was wrong with me. I still believed that my blood pressure was high. Even after that incident, I still believed it. And even today, off and on in my life, blood pressure rises and falls throughout the course of the day. But even still today, I still feel like, oh, when my blood pressure is high. Even though I'm healthy. I'm perfectly healthy. I'm not, well, I don't know if I'm perfectly healthy, but I'm healthy. But I like to say I'm perfectly healthy. I try to live my life like I'm perfectly healthy. I don't know. It just, if I want to, anyways, that's another conversation. That's another wellness presentation. So after that, then I went to counseling. A counselor going to counseling is very needed, right? Because you intake everything. All these people's stresses and dramas and these things just infiltrating, plus your real world, plus the politics, plus life and just everything. So not only are you getting other people's issues and dramas, then you're getting everybody else. And so everything is just kind of just... And then, so I went to a counselor, and the counselor went maybe 2 sessions, and the counselor was really cool. And what he said at this time that really clicked, okay, what really, really clicked for me, was, I want you to go home, and this is for everybody, right? This is for everybody. If you guys could do this, and I encourage you to, if you can go into anywhere, grab a little picture of yourself, little picture, okay? If the older folks have a black and white, cool. I'm just joking. If the younger people just have a picture on their phone, because no one ever prints out baby pictures anymore. It's always on their phones. But anyways, you go to the baby picture of yourself, and you look at it, and you admire it. You're going to judge this baby picture. You're going to say, oh, you're just so cute, or man, you're a fugly baby. I don't know, whatever it may be, okay? You're going to go there, and you're going to see yourself, and you're going to talk to yourself, to that little baby. And you're going to say encouraging words to yourself, okay? You're cute, you're awesome, you're innocent, whatever you went through, it's okay. I'm still here for you. I love you. You're great. You're healing. We're working on you. Don't worry. Oh my God, I love you. You're so precious. Let me pick you up. You're going to be fine in life, all these things in life, so it gets hot, gets cold in here. So you're going to do this to your little baby picture, okay? And you're going to look at yourself, and you're going to like, wow, okay. And you're going to really understand that, how you treat yourself, even when you're a little baby, because that little baby is still inside you. That little baby still needs your love, your kindness, your forgiveness. Still needs to be cared for. And you're going to go through these things, and you're going to, with yourself. After you get done judging yourself and being good to your little baby self, you're gonna go to a mirror, wherever it may be, maybe the bathroom mirror, maybe in your phone, whatever it may be, and you're gonna tell yourself, I'm okay. Simple. It's really, really simple. After you do the exercise with the little picture of the baby, or you could just do it just normally even right now, but there's something that you can get attached to when you say that to yourself as a kid and then carry it over to yourself as an adult. Okay? So I encourage you to do stuff like that. And don't do it just once, do it all the time. You need to encourage yourself all the time. The little baby person inside you, that little, whoever you are, the little Kasey, for me, it'd be like the little Kasey, okay? He needs to be encouraged. He needs to be understood that, you're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. You're okay. Okay? And then an adult person, the adult, whoever you are, okay, the adult Kasey needs to be told that as well. Because we often neglect ourselves. We tell everybody else, we tell all these little kids about what they can and can't do, and they're going to get through this. But we never really ever tell ourselves it, We never tell ourselves, I love you, Kasey. Like, I try to tell myself that every day. I try to tell myself, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm loved. I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm loved. If I have a stressful time, you're going to get through this, Kasey. It's okay. Forgive yourself. Try better next time. All these things, So try to do all these things in life that you can do for yourself. And don't be scared to talk to yourself. It's okay. I know it's weird, but we don't talk to ourselves enough, especially in our face. I'm assuming a lot of our old people might have done it in the creeks or in the lakes or wherever they may have been. And I'm sure they've told it to themselves. I don't know. It's just an assumption. Maybe they were not as crazy as we were today, but maybe they didn't need to back then. Obviously, I don't think they needed to. I don't know. Who knows? We didn't live then. But that's something I really would encourage a lot of you guys to do, is to forgive yourself, to tell yourself you're okay, and that, and to really love yourself. Essentially, no matter who you are, no matter who you are or where you're from. That was, see, I just made a mistake. I'm okay. But those are the things I really, really, really would encourage you to do. It feels weird, but it's something that you need to do. Now, that was the traumatic experience for me. And when I first did it, I cried. And we're going back to the beginning of this presentation, this Power Hour presentation. I was telling you guys about how different emotions can come out when you tell yourself, I am okay. Just those 3 words are really simple, I am okay. For me, tears came out because I never really ever told myself I'm okay. And I was telling everybody else in my professional and personal life that you're okay, you're going to get through this. I was always that person. But I never gave it to myself. I never really ever gave it to myself to say, hey, Case, you're okay. I'm okay. Taking a deep breath, relaxing. It's fine. You're okay. Going through all the traumatic things we're going through life right now, you need more than ever to tell yourself you're okay. Maybe you're short with your kids. Maybe you're short with your spouse. It's okay. You have to say, I'm okay. Because, we'll hold on to the things in our life and never tell ourselves that we're okay. We'll just continue to revolve that trauma. We'll continue to just kind of recycle it over and over and over, and never telling ourselves, I'm okay. Because you are. At the end of the day, before you go to sleep, you're okay. Whatever that means for you, I don't know. At that time, when I said I am okay, it meant the world to me. It meant so much to me because I know what that means for me to tell somebody else that. To say, hey man, you're okay. You're okay. I'll give you a hug, man. You're okay. It's okay. Like forgiveness, letting go, whatever you're going through, it's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Because each time you open your eyes every day, it's another day alive. It's another chance at life. It's another chance to do better than you did yesterday. It's another chance to do better than you just did a minute ago. Telling your kids, you're okay, I love you. Telling your spouse, you're okay, I love you. Telling your sisters, your brothers, maybe that person that you had 20 years of conflict with. You're okay, man. I appreciate you. Going back into the room and looking in the mirror in a bathroom and saying, you're okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I appreciate you. I love you. Telling yourself that. It's okay. It's okay to tell yourself that. I just can't get over the fact that people get weirded out sometimes over the fact that you can talk to yourself in a rear view mirror, in a car window, and just even telling your mind telling it that you don't even have to say, I'm okay. Like, you don't have to, just in your mind saying, I said it. See? Now I don't look as crazy. But still, I'm still saying it. I'm still rewarding myself. I'm telling myself I'm okay. And I can't tell you that enough, how important that is for our people. It is, seriously, I can't tell you that enough. I kind of wanted to go through this just to see before I head into my last little part of my thing. I've been, does anybody else's phone do this? Like, I try to, and it keeps always clearing out on me. Okay. Counselor, learn how to manage my depression and anxiety. Yes. Real talk. Thank you. Janice. Oh, loving this. Good job. Thanks. Counseling is tough. I use Sage to help more. And that's kind of more or less towards my end of my talk. But yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things in our life that we have to incorporate. So when I'm going through these traumatic experiences, I always go through my little wheel of checks. I always tell this almost to every wellness power hour is my little checks. And I do it all the time. And I start with my spiritual. Am I okay? Like when I'm praying, and I have sage going, or smudge, or sweetgrass, or bear root, or whatever it may be, sweet pine, whatever it may be. And I'm sitting there and I'm praying. And I'm going through the check of I'm okay. And I thank Creator, thank my grandfathers, grandmothers, animal helpers, whatever it may be out there. Thank you. I'm okay. Letting them know and reassuring them, I got this. With the help of them, I got this. I don't need you at this time, Grandma, Grandpa, Bear Spirit. I don't need you right now. But I'm just praying to you to give you thanks for the things that I have in my life, the qualities that have instilled in me, the things that you help me out with in life. But I'm just letting you know spiritually I'm okay. And then on the vulnerable side of that, praying and telling them I'm not okay. I need help with this. I need help with that. Letting them hear you and saying, okay, this is it. I know you're whatever it is here, but here it is. I am not okay. I need your help. Can you help me? And that's fine too. It's fine to say you're not okay. This is the end part of my presentation, because the optimistic spectrum is the vulnerability to say, you know what? I'm not okay. And I do need help. Okay? We all need help. And if you don't feel like you're okay, ask for help. Go get help. Work on that balance. Work on the hard work that needs to be worked on. You need to work on that stuff so that you can feel and get to that position of saying, I'm okay. Because a lot of us really, honestly, don't feel okay. Because maybe we're just not surrounded enough with the things that will empower us, inspire us, heal us, whatever it may be. The second check thing I go to is my mental. I try to read, I try to listen to podcasts about anything and everything, especially holistic, wellness, balance, all these things, nutrition, working out, comedy, speaking, motivational stuff, like all these things. And I just try to fill my brain with all these positive things, But then at the same time, the opposite end of the spectrum is sometimes I go down that fish hole, that wormhole or whatever hole it is. And I go down that and I end up going into this little, I end up watching fights on Facebook. You click on one drama thing, it goes to the next drama thing, then the next drama thing. Next thing you know, you're watching fight after fight after fight. It could be UFC, it could be a neighborhood fight, it could be some traumatic fight from somewhere else, like the dark web fight. I don't know. But you find yourself, and then you find yourself getting adrenaline. You find yourself just like, what the heck am I doing here? And so again, there's that there's like, I'm doing that. Why am I doing that? Like, it's so easy to get trapped into that. But I think it's so easy to listen to motivational stuff. It's so easy to listen to positive, healthy podcasts. You know what I mean? As you're driving, instead of listening to, the current, what the heck is that called? That one song called, I don't even want to say it. That one song. I don't even know what that song. It's just a derogatory song, but I guess it's an empowering song, but I don't know. But a lot of the hip hop songs, I don't. Anyways, let's not go into the judging stuff. But there's stuff there. Anyway, okay. Mental. So I try to feed myself mental, and I check in. Like, am I okay with this? I'm okay. I got this. But again, the opposite of end is like, no, I'm not okay with this. I need to up my level, and I need to listen to more and read more and understand more about what's going on. Okay, so it's okay with that as well. Then another check I go into is my emotional. Like, am I expressing enough to say that I'm okay? Am I saying, if I'm sad or mad or frustrated, am I saying enough that I'm okay? Like, I'm mad, I'm sad, I don't know, happy, I'm glad, I don't know. Am I okay? I'm okay. I'm okay with those feelings. I'm okay with those emotions. I understand these emotions. I'm okay. Then there's the other opposite of that situation is like, you know what? I don't understand what the heck is going on. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I'm not okay. I need help. So that I can feel okay to be able to tell myself in the mirror, like Kasey said, I'm okay. Okay? Because even I feel, all towards the end. And then let me see, 1, 2, 3. The fourth one that I usually go into is my social. Am I hanging around enough people that makes me feel that I'm okay? Are they encouraging me enough to say that I'm okay? Are they surrounding me enough with enough tools and resources and to lean on or to bounce off on to say I'm okay? Or am I surrounding myself with people that are constantly negative, they're constantly wanting to fight, they're constantly just in a state of misery, and I'm just kind of contributing to that misery, and they're contributing to my misery, so we're both misery together. Is that okay for you? I don't know. That's something for you to understand, or do you want to become better? Do you want to understand more of your social life better? So at the end of the day, when I get done hanging out with all these people, at the end of the day, can I say I'm okay? I love my friends and family that I'm with. I'm okay. Okay? Or you can say, well, I'm not okay. I need help. I'm not hanging out with the people that I'm supposed to be hanging out with that are going to enrich me and empower me and help me and balance me. I'm hanging with people that are tearing me down. I don't know. So again, there's a check that I do every day as well, almost every day. Then the last one I do is the physical check. As I'm laying down and I think, did I exercise today? Did I eat well today? Did I drink enough water today? Did I eat enough fruits and vegetables today? Did I eat any roots today? Did I eat any berries? Did I eat any like dry meat? Did I eat any like things that are like inside the fish? Whatever it may be, okay? Did I do what I could do possibly enough to stare at myself in the mirror and say I'm okay? No matter how I look in the mirror, no matter how I look, can I still say I'm okay after the end of that day? Because we know transformation doesn't start in just one day. It's over a long period. Or do I say I'm not okay because I did A, B, C, and D, ate too much Cheetos, drank too much Pepsi? I don't know. And even if you did do all that, are you still able to say I'm okay? Again, these are just checks that I go through every now and often. Maybe, I don't know, I'd say like 3-4 times a week almost. I go through these checks. And if I'm lacking in one of these dimensions, I literally try to work better at it. And it's going to be this roller coaster, you know what I mean? And then the point of it is, it's going to have these ups and downs. But I think the point of it is to get so much less dips, you know what I mean? So much high rise, like get that kind of like this, It's okay to have those little tiny things. I don't think anybody lives their life like that, ever, 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 ever. So as you kind of go through your checks and balances, especially to that point of where you're going to say I'm okay. And whatever emotion comes out when you say I'm okay, you have to really accept that emotion. It could be anger, it could be sadness, it could be whatever it may be, but accept it. That's the outlet that it came through when you said I'm okay. It might be frustration, might be your breath. I don't know. Who knows? I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Whatever emotion or mental or spiritual, physical reaction happens, it happens. Okay? My biggest thing to get yourself really to that point of saying I'm okay and to feel that you are okay. This is just now, granted, this is just being okay. In my whole life, in my whole thing, especially my motivational speaking, my wellness speaking, I want people to be great. I want people to be better than okay. But at that time, if you're having a hard time in life and everything is not okay, but still you're able to at the end of the day say, I'm okay. And to let go and just say, I'm okay. Thanks, Lala. I am okay. Okay? Just think about stuff like that. Because it's hard to tell yourself you're okay, especially the things that are happening in today's world. With everything that's going on, you just have to tell yourself, I'm okay. Okay? Tell yourself that. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family, you owe it to our people to say, I'm okay. Again, there is better than being okay. I know that. I understand that. And some of you might be feeling better than just being okay. And it's okay to say, I am great. I am healthy. I am prosperous. I am healing. I am healed. I am happy. Did I already say that? I am love, like all those things. It's okay to say those. I'm talking about whatever kind of thing you're going through in life that's traumatizing, that's having a hard time in life, that you seem that is not okay. And sometimes just going in front of the mirror saying, we can get through this, Kasey. We got this, Kasey. I'm okay. And truly understanding and believing that you're okay and telling yourself, I'm okay. I'm okay. I got this. I'm okay. Yeah. Woo. Kind of that kind of thing, okay? People are probably wondering what the heck's going on. I'm yelling out my back door here. Yelling at my back door. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, so let me see. Sorry. I gotta check these comments real again. I'll leave you off with the song here. I don't know. I think maybe my phone needs to be updated. I don't know. Thank you. Yeah, Jessica, no worries. Love the flute. No worries. Just gave me so much that you're a native man sharing this wellness teaching, and I'm okay. I know a lot of naming. Hey, that's true, right? That is so true. This comment was coming from Jessica Antonio, being seen as vulnerable and being humble enough to be honest to get help support. Yes, but that's true, right? I'll end it with that before I play a flute song. But that's so true, right? A lot of men, and women too, we have that mentality of you got to be strong, and you are. I mean, it's like that's. I don't want to really get too much into it, but yeah, we are strong. We don't gotta be strong. That's just my opinion. We are strong. I think to build even. Let me see. So I'm kind of relating it to like if you are trying to build muscle, and to say to someone, "I am strong," and then they're saying, "Okay, well, lift this 300-pound bench press." I'm just saying this is an example. And you're like, no, I don't need to. I am strong. They're like, okay, well, lift this 300-pound bench press. This is where I really think true strength comes from, is by saying, you know what? Okay, I am not strong. Can you help me to get to that point of benching this 300-pound bench press? Because I'm not okay right now. I'm okay with understanding. I'm okay with being vulnerable. I'm okay with not knowing. I'm okay with those things in life. But I want to be stronger. Because innately you are strong. We're just strong. But to say you are strong, like, I'm strong. Okay. What does that mean for you? Okay. And my example of the weight thing is just an example of being vulnerable and asking for help. Even though you might be saying you're strong, just because maybe that's the way your family told you to be, or your friends told you to be, or maybe that's the way you told yourself to be in order to get through a traumatic experience. I think sometimes to get through a traumatic experience, you have to tell yourself, I'm not strong right now and I need help. That's an example. Okay, so for all those people who's having a hard time in life today, who feels that they are okay and that they can tell themselves, I am okay, in front of a mirror to themselves, this song is for you. This song is also for those who don't feel like they're okay, who are also having issues with forgiving or forgetting or letting go or any of those things, or going through a traumatic experience, a breakup, sexual, mental, emotional abuse issues, political issues, whatever it may be. This song is also for you, okay? How you take it is up to you. How you allow yourself to feel each and every day is up to you. But you have to work at it. You have to be vulnerable and say, I need help. I can't do this by myself right now, but eventually I will, because then I'll have the tools and resources to get through it. But even then, as a social people, we can't. So much love to you guys. As soon as I'm done playing, I'm going to log out. But again, thank you guys so much for your time. I love each and every one of you. I pray nothing but good things for you. Long life, good health, good relationships for each and every one of you. I thank you for sitting in this whole 50 minutes with me and listening to me tell you to tell yourself that you're okay. So, I am okay. And Nina was Nakek. And thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Take a deep breath in. Tell yourself, I'm okay. Thank you guys so much. Much love. Woohoo!